Welcome to American Black Journal. I'm Stephen Henderson. The Flint water disaster is continuing to make headlines a whole year after state officials acknowledged the public health crisis. A civil lawsuit has been filed against Governor Rick Snyder, accusing him of violating state law by using taxpayer money for criminal defense attorneys. Plus, a Detroit Free Press investigation found that the state likely overpaid for emergency supplies by relying on just one vendor. Recently, business mogul Russell Simmons visited the Detroit area, and he talked with Detroit Public Television about the devastating impact of what's going on in Flint.
The cameras have been gone. We tried to bring some more awareness. I went and saw some of the same residents who I visited when the crisis was first reported, and they are in the same condition. They are still paying the bill for the same poisoned water. And some, their children have not healed, and it is a terrible. I mean, the same young lady who I saw that went viral on Facebook, that traveled everywhere, this story of her two children. I saw those two children again, and we still have to care for them for the rest of their life. They're still poisoned. It's the same reality for the residents of Flint. And the cameras have gone, but the reality is still there. And so we have to start a process to create awareness. We came up with many different solutions, but it's going to be an ongoing process with many solutions and a constant push. You know, you would think that the governor would be in jail by now. You would think that the people responsible for poisoning the people of Flint would be held accountable, not the people that they indicted who are low level, who just went along with the program, but the people who okayed the program are not indicted yet. So we have a long process. We got to stay on them. And I'm happy to go back again and again until justice is served. What makes Flint so terrible is that it was intentional. Other places, it's, oh, look what popped up. Horrible, but not intentional. So we want to make sure that it never happens by intention again. And of course, we want to put legislation in place that protects environments from this kind of environmental racism, and that's what this is in this case, and contamination of people's resources. The reality is this society is fascinated with celebrity, and sometimes my voice rings louder than the next man's. And so when I go to Flint and I put it on my social media, there's 7 million people, then someone else who's watching my social media puts it on theirs, and it becomes a multiple of that. People get to see this reality when without that visibility, it would go under the radar, and people would remain in the same condition. But I think bringing Attorney Crump, Ben Crump, who is famous with me, and going and creating a news cycle, at least in the environment, and it's gone viral and national in some cases. So that's an important thing. I mean, you know, you're blessed when you have a chance to move people, and you should use it to move people for good. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Some pretty strong accusatory words there from Russell Simmons. The Michigan chapters of the Links Incorporated are doing what they can to ensure a healthier future for children in Flint. They're holding a fundraiser, concert, and dance to benefit programs for families who are impacted by the lead-contaminated water. Joining me now is Linda Ware-Smith from the Oakland County chapter of the Links. Welcome to American Black Journal.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's first talk about the Links, what that is and why you're involved in the Flint water crisis.
The Links is an international organization. It was established in 1946. It consists of African American and African ancestry women. And it was basically established as a volunteer organization and to service the community, especially African American communities.
Yeah.
And we have 14,000 members, 283 chapters across 41 states, and that also includes the District of Columbia and the Bahamas.
Yeah, and one of the things that I know about the Links is that this service component, this idea of doing things to improve the community is a huge part of it. Here, of course, great need in Flint to try to help the people there. As we saw in the video, the conditions have, sadly not really changed over a year. This seems like the perfect kind of situation for the Links to get involved in.
That's exactly right. That's what we do, is we serve the communities in which we live in to help make them better.
So talk about this fundraiser. How's that going to work?
Well, we are very excited about our fundraiser. It's the Michigan Links Incorporated Chapters for Flint Kids, and it is a concert and a dance that will be held at Motor City Soundboard, which is located inside the Motor City Casino. Yes, and hotel. And it's going to be on Saturday, October 22nd at 7 p.m.
And the dance and the benefit. Talk about some of the people who people will see at the concert and things.
Yes, yes. We will have entertainers. We've got the Dramatics featuring Willie Ford. We also have Randy Scott, the saxophonist, who's also from the Detroit area. We will have R&B singer Millie Scott, as well as the Velvelettes, which some of the Velvelettes are native Flint residents.
Yeah. What made you pick Flint for this particular fundraiser, and then talk about what the money will go to do specifically in Flint?
Well, as you know, and we've discussed, the Flint community is in need, and we do have a chapter in Flint. And so all of us collectively came together. There's a total of 9 chapters in the Michigan, in the state of Michigan, and we all got together collectively and said, hey, we need to take our concern and our resources to help the people or the children in Flint.
And so the money will go to what specifically there?
It goes to the Links Foundation to help with our transformational programming to help serve the children of Flint.
Well, the children are the ones who, of course, are more affected by this than other people. That's going to be a very long haul, sort of trying to figure out what it is they need and getting it for them. Talk about some of the other things that the Links do service-wise here in the state of Michigan.
We do quite a bit. In all the different chapters, as I mentioned, the 9 chapters have different programs and activities throughout the year to help support communities that are in need. I am with the Oakland County Michigan chapter, and we focus a lot on the youth and the health needs of the youth. So you will find that. We also do international activities as a whole, the Links Incorporated. We also have a big focus on health and human services within our communities that we serve. So there's quite a bit of activities. We always have different types of fundraisers. Each chapter has fundraisers on an annual basis or biannual basis. And so this is the first time ever that the 9 chapters in the state of Michigan,
all working together.
Yes, have come together because this is so critical.
When you talk about the health needs of kids in Oakland County, I mean, obviously Oakland County is changing, and there's more poverty in Oakland County than there used to be. There are more needs in Oakland County. Are those the kind of things that you guys are seeing and responding to?
Exactly. We focus on the Pontiac area, is where we primarily work at, and we work closely with the Pontiac school system. We have a variety of different programs, like we've helped them put in a garden at the middle school. And we have different health programs going on. For example, tomorrow we are putting together kits, health kits for them, and we actually have an exchange with a group of students in Haiti. And but we do a variety of different things.
Back to the fundraiser. How can people get tickets to go?
Good question. The public is invited. If anyone is interested in attending, coming out and supporting our effort. To purchase tickets or to make a donation, you can go to the website www.michiganlinksforflintkids.eventbrite.com.
When you think about what's happened in Flint, and again the tragedy that's befallen the children there in particular, and you think about the help that they need, what are some of the things? I mean, I don't know if you've been to Flint yet to see what goes on there, but what are some of the things that you think we really need to focus on there in the long term? The things that are not just about cleaning up the water, but the other needs that they have.
Well, it's providing supplies. see how we can help, because we know that this is going to be very long term for the children of Flint.
Yeah.
You know, so we're making sure that they will be taken care of in whatever they need, food-wise, health-wise, whatever the needs may be to help the children.
Yeah.
Because of the effects that this can have on them.
Right.
For the long term.
For the long term, right.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the thing that I think has been so crushing about what happened there, is that it's not something that will go away once we clean up the water there.
That's right.
Yeah.
We are very committed to helping the Flint chapter. The whole Links Foundation is interested in helping to help these children succeed and to help them health-wise.
Right. Okay. Good luck on your fundraiser.
Thank you.
We'll get people out to go out and raise money to help the kids of Flint.
We appreciate it, and we hope that we get a lot of support.
Yeah.